Good morning and welcome back to the Messy Cook. Today I am making some deviled eggs for our Christmas Eve get together. These are really simple. It's something you can kind of whip up in within a half an hour, and they're ready to eat. They're best if you sit them a little bit, but if not, you can eat them right away. This is something I like to do periodically, and if you're looking for a last minute addition or a little appetizer or something to put together for your Christmas holiday. This is an inexpensive and very easy, delicious recipe. So what I have is a whole bunch of eggs that I've boiled up here. So you can just boil up however many eggs you want to do. Every egg is going to make 2 deviled eggs. I use whip dressing or Miracle Whip. That's what I bought this time. So it tastes basically the same. So whatever you prefer. If you don't like Miracle Whip, just use mayonnaise. That works good. Sweet green relish, not dill, sweet green. Classic yellow mustard. A little bit of onion powder or chives if you have them, which I forgot to buy. So we're going to use onion powder and some paprika just to top them up. So I'm going to peel these eggs up and take the yellows out, and then we're going to get to the point where we're mixing everything. So I'll get these peeled and we'll come back. You can see here, I do have a recipe online of my boiled eggs and how I get them so the skins come off nice and easy. These are coming off beautifully. So I'm going to just show you what I do is I boil the egg. I bring the water to a boil when I'm making them. Sorry, I'll turn that off. So I'm boiling, bring the water to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, I add in however many eggs I want. For a hard-boiled egg, I cook them for 12 minutes. Once that 12 minutes is up, then what I do is I take them out and I put them in an ice bath. So ice water, and I let them sit until they're cool completely. And then they're ready to peel. So I take them, I give a little roll and crunch. I'll put a little bit of water on because that always helps. And the skins do not stick on these, which is really lovely. They peel super easy. I do have a video, so if you go back a few videos, you will find the perfect boiled egg. And I will try to link that in this video description. So if you want to do, so look how easy that comes off. The egg is perfect. There's no yucky marks, nothing bent. So check that recipe out too. We're going to continue to peel these and we'll be right back. So I have a little tip. When you're done, save your eggshells and let them dry out. You can dry them in the oven on 200 for about half an hour or so, or an hour, whatever. And then you're going to crunch them up really small. Save them in a jar for your garden in the summer. Put these around the base of your tomato plants. It gives them some calcium and really feeds the plants, and you're going to get a better crop. So just a little tip there. Okay, so I've got my eggs peeled. So what I want to do is I just want to literally cut them in half. Always try to go away from you. I mean, just my knives need to be sharp. They're a little bit dull right now, but that's okay. So what we want to do is, when you can see how nice this egg has been cooked, exactly 12 minutes. You don't get that yucky green around the edges. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it just doesn't taste or present quite as nicely. So we're just going to pop the yolks out and have this lovely little egg tray. Keep your eyes open at thrift stores. You can find these. They're actually really handy. I've had people asking, what the heck is that for? But this is exactly what it was made for. Deviled eggs used to be a very popular recipe back in the day. And yeah, if you haven't tried them, you've got to. Now this one tore a little bit. I'm going to leave that aside because I did a couple extra eggs to be safe. And I will feed that one to my dog because he is an egg monster and absolutely loves them. So we can just pop that out with our finger, and I'm going to continue to peel these. Okay, so we have all the egg yolks here. I did have one egg that kind of split, but I'm going to give that to my dog for a little treat. So what we want to do, sorry I forgot to get a fork out here, is we want to mash all of these yellows like so, just down to they're all crumbly. That only takes a moment, so we'll get that all smushed up. And we're going to add in the Miracle Whip, probably at least a 1/4 cup, and if that's not enough, we want to have this moist so it's enough that, you know, you got a nice smooth, silky sort of mixture. We're going to add in about a teaspoon of yellow mustard. I'm going to eyeball it, but if you like more mustard, add more. I know a lot of people like it more mustardy. Some people like a dry mustard and powdered mustard, and you can certainly use that if you prefer that. I just use the regular because it's easy. So we're going to add in. Sorry, I'll get a bigger spoon here. Like I said, I like Miracle Whip, but use mayonnaise if you want. That's probably about 2 good tablespoons, so I'm going to do maybe a little bit more. A little over, maybe 1/3 of a cup of mayonnaise. again, sweet relish, sweet garden relish. I'm going to put about a half a teaspoon, about so much, half a teaspoon. If you like more relish, add more relish. That gives it a little bit of a zing, whoops, along with the Miracle Whip or salad dressing. Give mustard a shake. We're going to give that about the same amount. There we go, about a teaspoon of mustard. And I'm also going to add in another spoon here, some onion powder, and I'm literally using half a teaspoon maybe, just to give it, like I said, if you have chives or even green onion, which again I forgot to buy, that's a nice addition. And salt, I'm going to grate in probably about half a teaspoon of salt. We don't want to do too much because we can taste this afterwards. As well, the Miracle Whip or mayonnaise, whatever, has some salt in it, so we don't want to overdo it. We're going to add in some fresh ground pepper, probably about a half a teaspoon, so that should be good. And we're going to give this a good mix up. Like so. This is a very simple recipe. And we're just going to keep mixing. Now this is still pretty crumbly, and I definitely need more Miracle Whip. So try a half a cup for about, how many eggs do I have here? 8 or 9 eggs. So yeah, you're probably going to want at least a half a cup or more. So it's just kind of, the whole thing about this is you just kind of make it what you like it. If you like it a little drier, fine. If you like it a little bit moister, which definitely has better flavor, then that's it. You just add it in. Literally, that's it. You can see there, we just want to make sure we get to the bottom. It's a little bit lumpy. If you don't like the lumps, just put it through a food processor, or you can use a hand mixer, and that will get the rest of the lumps out. But I like the texture. It's a nice mouthfeel, and it tastes delicious. So I'm going to use a spoon here just to give a little taste. Tastes good, but I think it needs a little more pepper and a little bit more mustard. So do it to your taste. If that tastes good to you, then you're fine. If not, add more. If you like dill relish instead of regular sweet green, you could try that. Some people add a little bit of heat to it. The dry mustard actually would give a little bit of heat as well. Or you could put a little pinch of cayenne or a little bit of Frank's Red Hot in there. It's all about what you like. I like them pretty simple. This is how my mother did it, and this is what I enjoy. So I'm going to get this into a piping bag. If you've seen my video for royal icing, we'll show you how to get that in the bag without having it dump all over the place. And I'm going to pipe these so they look pretty. Okay, so what I have here is a disposable piping bag. You can use disposable. If you don't have a piping bag, you can use a Ziploc. You're going to put your piping tip in. I like a star tip because it makes it pretty. But you don't have to pipe these in. You can just spoon it in and that works just as well. So we're going to put it in the cup. I'm going to this over the edges. Open that up a little bit. And I'm going to spoon my mixture in there. Shake it down as we go. It's getting pretty full. Thank you to my Secret Santa Keely from my work, who bought me a lovely set of spatulas. My other ones are old and yucky, and I finally got to toss them out. So thank you again. So shout out to Keely for giving me some lovely gifts, which I really appreciate. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. So we've got that all done. And I'm just going to squeeze this down. We want to squeeze from the top. We want to make sure that piping tip is at the bottom. We want to squeeze from the top. A little bit might come out the top because this is pretty full, but that's not the end of the world. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pipe. There's a lot there, so even if you have a little bit extra, that's okay. You can fill them up a bit more. So I like these decently full. When you pop one in your mouth, you want to be sure you get a really good taste of everything. So we're just going to continue to squeeze and pipe, squeeze and pipe. Easy peasy. Well, like I said, if you have a round tip, you can do a round tip. You can put this in with a spoon, which is what I always did. My mother always did when we were growing up. And guess what? Doesn't matter how pretty it looks. It all tastes the same. But sometimes when things look prettier, it just, I don't know, just makes it a little bit more special. Maybe provide a nice memory for somebody. Or maybe they had it this way. There we go. We're doing pretty good. Now, if you also, the nice little thing, it's going to make sure these are all topped up good. If you have a little bit of the filling left and you had some eggs that cracked, you can just have those as a snack and take a little bit of that filling, pop it in, and that could be your lunchtime snack before dinner time. And when you have these, so I think we're pretty good. So there we go. I'm just going to give my hands a wipe here. So again, however many eggs you want or however many deviled eggs you want, you're going to cook half the amount of eggs. Every egg makes 2 deviled eggs. Miracle Whip, mustard, sweet relish, onion powder or chives, or you can even put green onion in, whatever you prefer. You're just going to mix everything up, pipe it, and then literally I like just to sprinkle with a little bit of, now this is smoked paprika. You can use regular, which is what I grew up with, but I really like the little tiny bit of smokiness with this. So you just want to sprinkle a little bit over the top. You don't want to overdo it because that smoke flavor can be overpowering. And now if you are a parsley lover, which I am not, I don't mind it in a soup cooked, but I'm not per se a parsley lover. But if you are, this would be the time you could add a little bit of parsley on the top. And the easiest trick to be able to store these in the refrigerator, this is a tip I use for a lot of different things, is take a few toothpicks, like so, unless you're lucky enough to have an egg container with a lid, which unfortunately I don't. So every 2 or 3 eggs, I put a toothpick in it, which we can use later for serving, like so. And then our plastic wrap, we can put right over the top. We'll sit on the toothpicks, just don't push down hard or else that will just pop right through. There we go. And one more. Guess I should get toothpicks that don't have plastic all over them. So I'll get some saran and show you how to wrap this up. But isn't that beautiful? I mean, I'm going to just zoom in here or move my camera a little bit. How delicious is that? Isn't that a lovely treat to be able to give to your family, yourself? Kind of like a mini egg salad sandwich without the bread. So let me just grab that plastic wrap and show you how I get it wrapped. Okay, so I buy this great big roll from Kirkland, from the Kirkland brand from Costco, and honestly I use it all of the time, and it probably lasts me at least a year to a year and a half. So what we're going to do is we're going to just pull this out, lay it across, and let it just sit. Pull it and just let it sit on top of those toothpicks so you don't get them caked on the egg. And we're just going to very lightly just kind of push that around. And I'll do the same thing for this side. Another little wrap over. Just some easy tricks to get them in. If you put it right on top, that's, if you're just putting it in, it's fine. But because I've kind of done these to make them look a little bit prettier, I don't really want to ruin all that pretty piping on there. So that's it. You have deviled eggs. I hope you try this recipe. I hope you love it. If you do deviled eggs and you have a different trick or some other tip that you use, let me know in the comments. I'd like to see maybe try some of your recipes. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my page. Click that reminder button so anytime any videos come up, you get a notification so you don't miss anything good. I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, a happy holiday, however you celebrate. I hope you're surrounded by friends and family and all of those that you love. And, you know, just continue to follow the page. I have lots of plans for the new year, going to work on some new equipment, as I've heard that there's a few people that are having a harder time hearing me. I do just video right now with my phone. But I'm hoping to get some new equipment in the new year, so we'll have a little bit better quality videos. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you again for joining me. Thank you for my new subscribers. I've gone up from 39 or 36 subscribers about a month ago to 340, I think it is, somewhere around there. So thank you to everybody. Keep sharing, keep following, and have a Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you soon.